Hello, this is Haskuu of Haskuu Gaming Inc. And I am here with more of my StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm League to League series. It hasn't really done much for a while. I started Silver League playthrough, but then Silver to Gold, that is. But then I was still behind on uploading the Bronze to Silver. So I just figured I'd let the season clear out and restart in the new one. So the new season has arrived, as you can see right here, 2013 Season 5. I have not yet played my placement, which is what I'm going to do right now. So as you can see, as usual, ranked, random 1v1. And I don't have anything picked out in my map preferences. No ladder set up yet. Let's take a look at the maps. Now there's a couple of these that I haven't played. I've never played that. I've never played this one, which actually looks very interesting. Never played that one. And that one I may have played. I'm not sure. So yeah, with the new season there are some new maps. So let's just jump right in. Random 1v1. And see what we find. So currently, as you can see, it's downloading some of those new maps that I was just mentioning, as well as just some standard, inter-season stuff. So yeah, there's someone looking for a practice partner in both of those channels. As you can see, friends list, all that. Currently day 9 is apparently online, probably looking through games for the Fun Day Monday tonight. So okay, this is a map that I've played before. Derelict Watcher. Spawns are there and there. Natural is right assuming here, natural is there. Third can be there or there. I generally would go for there because that gives you a nice place there. For defense, fourth would usually be there. With a fifth, either fifth there, sixth there, or there, depending. If you take a fifth there, if it even gets out to that point, you can collapse the rocks there, and then collapse the rocks there as well, and take your sixth there. But it's not very likely to go to that point. So we're up against a Protoss, and we are a Terran. Okay, so I've actually gotten some major improvement in his Terran lately. Just been playing a lot of Terran in the past season, just on random. So I've discovered, Terran can be fairly effective, which is good. So I think, let's see, we're against a Protoss. I'm gonna go for fairly fast, maybe some 2 racks pressure. Yeah, that seems reasonable. So I'm going to go for a little bit of pressure off of 2 racks here. First things first, though, is to get that supply depot constructed. Against Protoss, I don't really think I need to wall that much. So he has now scouted me. He knows that I am building a supply depot. Truly, this is fascinating. He also, however, knows what race I am, which is probably more what he was looking for there. He hasn't even scouted my barracks timing yet, if I'm building anything before it or anything like that. So, and just get another SCV queued up there, and now that I have enough, I'm going to build a Vespine geyser, or a refinery. Set that SCV back to work when it's done. Set my rally on this barracks. Never forget. Actually, I'm going to need another supply depot before too long anyway. Okay, never forget an SCV. Just put 2 people in there for now. So right off the bat I'm going to get a Marine. then after this SCV, I'm going to morph my, okay, so once that supply depot is done, I'm going to make my second barracks. And now I can do, or I can't quite do, an orbital command. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to start this on a reactor. Looks like it's going to have to move a little bit. Didn't really plan that as well as I could have. Okay. Just orbital command, just finishing up. And I'm going to start with a scan of his base, see what's going on over there. So it looks like he's going for, could be a 4-gate. So I've got my 1 Marine at the front there. For this, I'm going to start that tech lab. And keep up with SCVs. Now that I've got the tech lab on the way, I'm going to want my refinery full. At this point, I'm also going to make a command center down here. And I can begin production of my, I'm going to be supply blocked now. I almost have enough energy for a scanner for a supply drop, so that's what I'm going to do, just to minimize downtime of production. So right now I have just 6 little things here. Okay. Just trying to keep my resources low. I probably should have gotten stim a little while ago. That's fine. So I'm going to go for a couple of Reapers to support this. Try and keep all my resources low. And then another Marauder. Just... ah, crap. I hate it when my barracks, or my army ends up hotkeyed to 3 rather than my barracks. It happens occasionally when I go a little too fast on my just let me sort this out real quick. Okay. Anyway, it happens when I go a little too fast going from my army over to the barracks or vice versa. So just let's see, I think at this point an engineering bay. I'm going to push with what I have here. Next time I have a scan available. So I'm going to morph that into a planetary, or into a orbital. And I'm going to send out my army to there a little bit preemptively just before stim ends. So they'll be there in time for stim to get out. Does he have an expo up? No. However, I have another scan to use on this. So he has, looks like minimal defense at the moment. But I'm going to wait for my actual army to catch up before I move in those 2 Reapers. So that force field should be down now, allowing me to just get in there, own it up a little. So I took down his immortal at least. And then I'm going to make my factory because it's required tech for Terran. Just get a couple mules in there. So I wouldn't be at all surprised if he tried a counter push right now. But I have enough stuff right now to hold it off. Going to grab some concussive shells. So I'm going to, my eventual plan here is basically nice big bio ball, maybe some tank support, and some medevacs in there to heal up. And probably, what is it? Hellbats would be nice to have as well. So now I'm going to start on that starport. Oh, or not. I should have gotten my second geyser a little while ago, actually. Which means I'm going to get my second and third right now. Let's call down a couple more mules. Misclicked on this one. So I have to set it to work manually, but it's not too much of a problem. Looks like he had a warp prism, a little bit of a drop in here, but shouldn't be a huge problem. Just so long as I can... So he took out a few of my SCVs there. Not a major issue though. Gonna have to repopulate this a little bit. And this seems like a reasonable point to build a turret as well. 2 turrets. Just for a little bit of added security. I'm going to try and mine out that base a little more quickly now. Just keep on making SCVs. And keep up with just production in general. So we have a turret up now. So we should be okay down there. But we're not necessarily okay over here. Especially... we're seeing a couple stalkers there. However, he did just basically sacrifice 2 stalkers, which wasn't great for him. So I'm okay with that. Gonna make another siege tank as well as get started on my armory production. There we go. So that I can make... I've got my starport started over there. Then I'm going to start my Hellbat production. For a nice push against him. I've got my combat shield on the way. Still no medevacs. I was a little bit delayed in that. So I'm going to right away get a medevac, and then I'm going to... oh. I need even more supply depots, so I'm going to set this guy to building 2 of those. And now that can get started on a Hellbat. And I can make some transformation servos here. So I'm going to make my reactor there. So at this point I've actually got a decent sized army. Keep going with Marine and Marauder production. And I think I can transfer worker production to populating this base a little bit more. My army is all healed up, which is nice. I have a couple of Hellbats. Gonna be able to make 2 medevacs at a time right now. And then later on I might do a switch between the factory and that starport so that I can get some more high-tech air. So I'm going to do a scan. He almost certainly has an expo now. And what's he got in his base? Okay. So I'm gonna make a couple more of everything. I now realize that I need another expansion because I have way too much money. So I'm gonna make my 3rd here. Apparently he has made a place there as well. He's got a fair amount of good stuff here, but I think I should be able to smash through it with my medevac support. And I actually managed, because of said medevac support, I managed to smash through there with units to spare for a counter push. Or not, because he appears to have left without GG there. Not sure why. I didn't exactly cheese him or anything. And maybe he was mad about the Hellbats. So that was that game. As you can see, got a little bit of XP. And great, I'm back in bronze. Huh. I did have a huge amount of bonus pool last season, so I guess this is more bronze to silver. Yeah, I didn't play much last season. So it would appear this is going to be once more bronze to silver. So I guess it's not silver to gold. I have proof that I got into silver, though. I do have proof. So I am Haskuu of Haskuu Gaming Inc. And that was episode more of Bronze to Silver. And I will see you next time. Thank you for watching.